Just want to give you guys a quick reminder that in a few hours, my shark card giveaway is going to be ending. So I'll leave a link to that tweet in the description. It's happening on my Twitter. I'm giving away $1.25 million. So likely by the time you're watching this video, you'll still have a chance to enter if you have not. So yeah, check that out. That link will be in the description. It's kind of relevant to what we're talking about today. So I figured I would let you guys know that before we jump into today's video. And I also want to apologize about the live stream footage and you guys having to look at my ugly face up in the top right. It was honestly the best game of Slipstream I ever got, and that's what we're going to be talking about in this video because basically for the next 10 days or so, you can actually make a ton of money. And what's crazy is that a ton of people are ignoring this, and a ton of people are just completely not giving this game mode any chance. But you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars in just minutes. And I'm going to be showing you guys so many examples right now and the best way to go about doing this so you can make the maximum amount of money over the next 10 days or so. So according to almost everyone in the community, and I really don't have an opinion on this adversary mode, but so many people have said that Slipstream is by far one of the worst adversary modes that Rockstar have ever put out. Now, I don't know if that's for just people not understanding how the game mode works or if people just thoroughly don't enjoy it. But if you look at the ratings, each one of them is like 36% approval, 33% approval, 40, which is pretty bad. Like even the jobs that are kind of controversial only have like 50%, but these are extremely low. And for you guys that are watching right now, this is actually going to help you out. And it's a reason why you can make an absolute ton of money doing Slipstream. So let's get things started. And obviously we need to talk about why we're going to be doing Slipstream at all. And that's because right now, or it started from October 11th through the 24th, you're actually going to be getting double money and RP in all the new Slipstream adversary modes. So I believe there's 6 of them. There might be 7. I'm really not too sure. But Rockstar didn't lock it to a playlist, which is great, which means you can create your own. So if you really want to do this effectively, what I recommend you do is put all 6 or 7 inside of a playlist. That way you'll be able to do them back to back to back. You won't have to worry about switching lobbies. You won't have to worry about interchanging players. That'll make this process much quicker. Now, just like everything else, you want to make it as many laps as you're comfortable with, and this is much better when you have the maximum amount of players, which is going to be 16. So again, that's the only reason we're doing Slipstream is because it's a double money and RP event, and that's going to be going on for, like I said, about the next 10 days in Grand Theft Auto Online, which is really awesome. So now let's get on to phase 2 and why this is going to be really awesome for you guys, and that's because no one knows how to play Slipstream. So off the bat, it's a kind of complicated game mode. Basically, it combines like stunt races on motorcycles only, and you really have to stay together as a pack. So the only way you can get checkpoints is if all 4 of you, or if you have a full team, depending on the size of your group, are in the kind of circle radius together. If you're not going to get the checkpoint. And what's kind of funny about this is the gameplay you're seeing in the background right now is a perfect example of why no one knows how to play this. At least it seems like the majority does, because halfway through this race, I realized I was doing it wrong. And then we had to restart, go back to the beginning, and kind of a spoiler alert here, we ended up winning at the end, which is pretty incredible stuff that we ended up winning out of all of this. It just shows you that really no one has an understanding of what's going on. So now what I want to do is get into some of the winnings that I've seen so far. What's crazy is this is all of your guys' tweets that you have sent at me, which is pretty insane. So you can see this first result right here. First place, or I guess the team that finished in first, which was the top 4, they won $107,000. And you can see how quickly their time was too. It was under 2 minutes, which is absolutely insane. $107,000, and they were able to earn that much amount of money in that short of time. And what's also great about Slipstream is when you win, that's it. When the team in first place finishes, that's it. You don't have to wait on anyone else. It's automatically over, which is another great feature right then and there. If we move on to this next screenshot right here, you can see Outcast Wolf. He did a very simple race. It looked like it was only his team that competed, but he still won $40,000, which is really, really cool right there. He must have only done 1 lap or something like that, but that's still a pretty good payout for a short amount of time right there. Moving on, we have another result right here. This one I think was our biggest one. This first first place team ended up winning $160,000. You can see they had it set to 2 rounds won only, which is not that long at all. And you can see their Slipstream time was, not that bad either. That's how long they were in Slipstream. And that pretty much indicates that it was a short race. So that is crazy right there, $160,000. We have another example right here, which is $72,000 cash. That is extremely nice, as you can clearly see. Sorry about the quality of the photo. Moving on, we have another result. This individual won $132,000, which is absolutely insane. That is a ton of money for GTA Online Slipstream with the double cash and RP. That's crazy stuff right there, 132,000. If we move on, we see another result. The first place team right here taking home $103,000. And you can see the difference right here between winning and losing. It's nearly $70,000 to $60,000, which is insane. So that amount of money right there, pretty crazy stuff. And now we're going to move on to a final couple screenshots. This first guy right here, he won $126,000, which is awesome. The next round, he won $55,000, which is still pretty good. And finally, last but not least, we see this image right here. I know it's kind of small and blurry, but he won $98,000, nearly $100,000 just by doing this adversary mode Slipstream. So those are the results right there. I wouldn't be getting tweets and results like that if it was a difficult thing to do. It's not. And like I said, now what I'm going to do is give you some quick tips and kind of guide on how you can maybe win a little bit better at Slipstream. So Slipstream is not a hard adversary mode, despite what people tell you or despite the ratings you might see. What it requires is communication. So I believe that many of the people that go into Slipstream are doing it with random people or maybe people that they don't know. It absolutely requires communication because you need to basically work in pairs of 2, consistently slipstreaming off of each other so that not only you get ahead of the pack, but also you don't have to slow down and stop for any checkpoints. I noticed that during the race we were in, a lot of people had to wait and slow down and completely stop on their other players and teammates in order to get going, which obviously is going to slow you down so much. And I guarantee you that if you bring a full party into Slipstream, it's unlikely that you're going to run into anyone else that has a full party as well, and it's going to be communicating, which is obviously going to allow you to win so much easier. Now, just a few general things that I picked up in game that are obviously going to be important for Slipstream. You want to set it to as many rounds or as many laps as possible. That is obviously going to help you. The longer you're in the session, the more money you're going to make with Slipstream. And basically, other than that, it's just a matter of sticking together with your team and just being better than everyone else. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. Obviously, you don't want to crash either. The game mode itself makes it pretty difficult to crash, but sometimes you can go off course, so you want to try to avoid that as best as you can. And I've seen a lot of people kind of talking about this recently. There's been more rumblings of people jumping into Slipstream and trying it for yourself. And once they get past the initial kind of confusion stage, because there is going to be a stage of confusion. Even I didn't know what I was doing the first time I was playing. But once you get the hang of it, you really get an expert kind of feel to it. You'll really start crushing the competition. So I feel like all the stunt races I've been doing will finally pay off for this. And I've actually been doing it a little bit more recently. And yeah, I've been making some of the money that I've been showing off in this video. So I can't say that I'm ever going to play Slipstream outside of this double money NRP week because I don't think it's that fun compared to some of the other adversary modes or some of the stuff we're maybe expecting to get in the future. But when Rockstar offers double money and RP, it's kind of hard to turn that down, especially in a game mode that's going to give you so much for not really doing anything. It's super easy to win this adversary mode, and because everyone kind of doesn't know how to play this, if you do, you're going to have a huge advantage. So as always, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about the Slipstream adversary mode. Have you been actually having fun with it? Have you been making money? Are you crushing the competition? Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comment section down below. And another thing you might have noticed here is that we didn't pick our bikes. This one was given to us. All of the players in the lobby used it. For this race, it was the Nightblade. So you want to do that as well. If you're uncomfortable with one of the bikes in Slipstream, you might want to start practicing with it. It could be a great way to get a hang of things. As you see, that guy got bolted to the ceiling right there. So once again, practice with the bikes that you're going to be using. Once again, some people might be more comfortable with other bikes. So, and the fact that you don't get to choose, obviously, is just there so no one has an advantage over each other. So if you can practice with the bikes, you'll kind of get a head start on everyone else, which again is going to be really helpful for you. But anyways, like I said, that's all the information I have for you guys today. If you did go on to enjoy this video or found it helpful, please be sure to drop a like rating on it. That would be awesome. I would really appreciate your support. Subscribe if you guys are new as well. I don't think I'm going to be live streaming today. I got a super busy day, but we'll be back tomorrow, and I'm gonna have more videos coming up later today too, and that should be a lot of fun. And once again, don't forget about my giveaway that's going on. I'll leave that tweet in the description. Only a few hours left before I decide to winner, so go ahead and enter that. But like I said, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.